happens. Oh. Oh, hello. I'll see you soon. Huh? I just got one straight away. I'm so excited. I'll meet you over here when you find a park. Thank you. Yes! So excited. May as well do my daily video now. How am I feeling? What do I want my daily video to be about? Actually, someone said something yesterday which I really liked, and that was, well, essentially what I took away is he was speaking about his belief in Jesus, and he said he wasn't religious, but my definition of religion is following a religion. So what he said is he meditated about something, and when he is doing something that is aligned to what God wants, he gets blessed. And my version of that, I don't believe in a God. I believe in intention, humanity, and myself. And what I took away is that when I am in a path of alignment, things flow. And I was just talking to Sophia, and I said, I'm gonna rock up. There's gonna be a park in Burleigh. And I think the key part to manifestation that I've learned in my life is it's manifest and then do the work. And I'm not saying I've worked for this car park, but what I'm saying is I do a lot of good work, and there's little things that can reward me along the way. So that's interesting. Another thing that I'm super clear on is, or something that I've been thinking about, is loneliness is a massive issue. It is something the world is facing. It takes more lives probably than COVID. I'm not sure. I was going to say that with confidence, but I'm not actually sure. But mental health is a very serious thing. Loneliness is the root of a lot of mental health issues, and it is a hard thing to solve. And something that I have not fully acknowledged is it takes work to not be lonely. It takes commitment, it takes energy, it takes time. And I provide a solution to loneliness through Sunset Crew and through my community, and that takes time and work. But in the lesson of the past 6 weeks of I can only help people that are willing to help themselves, I've also learned it takes so much work. Even with Sunset Crew, you still have to get ready for events, you still have to go to events, you still have to be on time, you have to show up, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And if you let nerves stop you, or if you let fear stop you, it takes work to overcome that as well. And so even if a solution is there, the path is simple, not easy. And that is something I've reminded myself of for years. And that makes me realize, become even clearer, I have to help the people that are willing to put in the work. The people that are willing to show up, the people that are willing to go to events, the people that are willing to do it, not for me, but for themselves. And so that's what I'm clear on right now, and feeling really good about. The other thing is meditation and naps. I was feeling upset, worked up over a silly thing, just about tidiness of our house, and I'm gonna have a conversation about it, but I slept and felt so much better. So yeah, this weekend I've done a bit of work, but it's been a nice weekend of slowing down. So yeah, another thought I had about time is, if I know I'm committed to this journey of building Sunset Crew for a long time, someone said at yoga, the yoga instructor said, to rush is to try and manipulate time. And I love that so much. To rush is to try and manipulate time. And so for me, if I know it's going to take a while and I can embrace the patience, then I feel like that's where the power is. So that's another little thing I want to remind myself of. And I'm really, really enjoying these daily videos. It's helping me process my thoughts. It's helping me create my own museum about my life. It's helping me bookmark my thoughts. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm looking at a price increase for Sunset Crew this week, and I feel so weird about that because we introduced the price 6 weeks ago. But what I'm working on is like a crew budget and giving people 50% of revenue each month, and saying, my original idea was crew budgets based on how big the crews were, and we will get to that point, but that's a little hard to track right now. Like, for example, we have 400 plus in our hike crew, but the idea I have right now is like, we are at like 57 members. We're at 477 monthly recurring revenue, I believe, at the moment, and giving people, so 50%, say we have $200, saying, hey, we have 4 $50 spots for people that want to run events. And then whether that's a payment for their time, a payment for running the event, snacks for a picnic, or paying for a canvas for an art event, or just different things. So excited about that, excited about the evolution of that. And it's making me realize, like, having a free solution to such a massive issue doesn't tell the truth about how difficult the issue and the problem we're working to solve is. Whereas people look at pricing and that's how they associate value. And so if we have a more valuable price, then they're going to show up more, they're going to commit more, and they're going to get the desired outcome more because they are putting it in. So yeah, I've been looking and researching into pricing psychology, and it's one thing, like, I've studied business at uni, I've learned about pricing. It's one thing to know these things, but to truly feel these things is different. So that's very cool. But anyways, going to do some yoga. I was initially going to launch a yoga class a couple months ago, but decided against it because of the weather and having to pay an instructor and having to call things off. But what I am going to do instead is potentially weekly, just accountability for me to do more yoga. I put out to a couple of people, I put out to the community, I said, hey guys, I'm going to be doing some yoga if anyone wants to join. So I've never run a yoga class before, but I've done a lot of yoga. So I think we'll just each do our own poses and get inspiration from each other and see how we go. So excited for that.